To the minority, the Honorable Raul Manuel.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Good morning sa lahat ng nandito, except of course the OVP kasi hindi po sila sumipot. Madam Chair, balikan ko lang yung sa Magnegosyo Taday kasi isa ito sa mga supposedly innovative na programa ng Office of the Vice President. Pero kanina nabanggit po and as confirmed by COA na sa budget nito for 2023 na dapat ay 150 million pesos. Madam Chair, ang nagamit lang ay 600,000. So Madam Chair, yan ay 0.4%. Madam Chair, walang 1% ng budget for that program pala yung nagamit ng OVP. Kaya po siguro hindi talaga sumasagot sa mga tanong last time no August 27 on the proposed budget. Kasi nagpo-propose din for a similar program para sa susunod na taon. Pero it shows, Madam Chair, 2023 pala, ganito ang nangyari. Madam Chair, can we confirm din sa COA na dun sa 600,000 pesos na nagamit, yun ay napunta lang sa 4 na beneficiaries with each beneficiary group receiving 150,000 pesos?
Madam Chair, yes po. Based on our report, number 7 observation.
And Madam Chair, napunta iyan sa haluan ng merong mga women's group tas merong LGBT group, Madam Chair, dun sa 4. Madam Chair, supposedly, assuming lang na same rate yung mabibigyan, no? 150,000 per beneficiary group. Madam Chair, yung buong budget for the program, dapat 1,000 yung beneficiaries, Madam Chair. Pero yung nakatanggap lang pala, Madam Chair, 4. No? So actually, Madam Chair, dapat hindi natin palampasin ang ganitong performance tapos manghihingi pa ulit for 2025. Ganito pala yung nangyari. Madam Chair, doon naman sa pagbabago campaign.
Madam Chair, may I interrupt?
Yes, may add. Sige,
For
Madam Chair.
the Magnegosyo Taday program, for the information, this is the pilot. The pilot year implementation is the year 2023. That's why one of the reason of the low utilization is, yun po, nagsisimula pa lang yung program. At the same time, there are also in the report that there is a difficulty to comply with the required documents. So may mga documents po na hindi na co-comply ng mga beneficiary. That is why hindi po sila nag-grant. So that's why the reason is only for yung na nagkaroon ng release for this for that 2023 po.
Tapos Madam Chair, strict bang 150K yung pwedeng matanggap ng bawat beneficiary group or pwedeng mag-vary yung amount?
Madam Chair, there is a category if ever individual ka or group or association, and then there is a limit on din kung ilan kayo member dun sa organization. So it varies po yung amount.
So pwedeng mas maliit pa sa 150K yung matanggap kung maliit yung beneficiary group, Madam Chair?
Madam Chair, for the lowest po is 100,000 po if ever yung organization is mayroong 20 members and below.
So kung ganun, Madam Chair, ibig sabihin, minimum pa lang yung 1,000 na pwedeng naging beneficiaries. Pwede pa pala mas marami yung nakatanggap, mas madidistribute yung pera across smaller beneficiary groups, Madam Chair. So it goes to show na kahit kakasimula pa lang nitong program, pero Madam Chair, kung hindi man lang umabot sa kalahati yung nagamit na pondo, marami tayong kababayan, Madam Chair, naghahanap ng tulong or pang-capital sa mga small businesses nila. Tapos ito pala merong pera sa OVP. Hindi talaga katanggap-tanggap, Madam Chair, na 0.4% lang yung napamahagi, Madam Chair. Doon naman sa pagbabago campaign program, can we confirm din sa COA na bahagi ng observations nila ay dun sa Manual of Operations, hindi po kompleto yung guidelines and procedures sa pag-identify ng mga target school beneficiaries. Tama po ba yun, Madam Chair?
Madam Chair, based on our report, yes, confirm po.
And Madam Chair, kasi itong pagbabago campaign, dito kasama yung pamamahagi ng libro, yung isang kaibigan, Madam Chair, na tayo po ay nabansagang editor noon. Tapos ipapamahagi pala, Madam Chair, hindi din identified saan mapupunta. Madam Chair, can ko also confirm, wala rin sa guidelines and procedures yung determination ng target grade levels of students na makakatanggap.
Yes po, Madam Chair.
Also, Madam Chair, hindi din malinaw paano yung distribution talaga ng bags and dental kits.
Based on our report, it is not uniformly determined yung distribution po nung pagbabago bags. Kasi yung distribution list is not uniformly predetermined as to the names of the students.
So, Madam Chair, dun sa mga nasample ng COA, upon checking nga dun sa paano na-implement yung proyekto, gaano kadami lang yung merong predetermined na distribution lists?
Based on our report, out of the 57 samples of distribution per school, only 4 have predetermined distribution list of students, while the remaining 53 have no predetermined list of students, Madam Chair.
Tapos, Madam Chair, can COA also confirm na nung nag-inquire sa concerned personnel na nag-implement nitong pagbabago campaign, yung pamamahagi ng mga bags na merong libro, Madam Chair, may mga instances na pre-signed na ng mga estudyante na beneficiaries. Ibig sabihin, pumirma sila sa forms, pero hindi pa pala sigurado na magiging present sila to receive the bags kung saan nakalista sila as intended beneficiary. Can COA confirm that, Madam Chair?
Madam Chair, yes. Based on our inquiry with the concerned personnel, it is some of the distribution lists were pre-signed by the students prior to the actual distribution order. Distribution, in order to conduct the distribution process efficiently.
So, parang baligtad, Madam Chair, kasi usually kapag halimbawa merong pamamahagi ng assistance o kung ano mang mga government services, di ba, pipirma ka dahil natanggap mo na yung kung ano man yung dapat na mare-receive mo, Madam Chair. Pero dito pala, may mga pumirma pero hindi pa siguradong tatanggap sila ng bag. Tapos ire-report ng OVP, Madam Chair, na nakapamahagi siya ng ganitong bilang ng bags, ganyan. So, again, Madam Chair, isa itong example ng hindi katiwa-tiwalang mga programa ng OVP. Pati yung inventory management, Madam Chair, wala ding malinaw na guidelines. Can COA confirm?
Madam Chair, based on our report, verification disclosed that 9 out of the 57 sample distribution have attached the required form. So yung required form po nun is yun yung nire-required dun sa manual of operation ng program wherein kasama yung inventory management to monitor. So out of the 57 sample, 9 lang po yung hindi po naka-attach yung required form.
Okay. So, Madam Chair, all in all, can COA say na hindi strictly in compliance sa Government Auditing Code ang ganitong pag-handle ng OVP doon sa kanyang pagbabago campaign program?
Madam Chair, yes. That's why may recommendations kami dito to strengthen the agency's internal control on the implementation of the pagbabago campaign program. Madam Chair.
So, Madam Chair, aside dun sa pagbabago campaign, tapos ang Magnegosyo Taday program, aside din dun sa nabanggit ng mga colleagues natin, Madam Chair, pinapakita nito na based on actual experience ay inefficient sa pag-provide ng services ang Office of the Vice President. Pero then again, no, kung usapin ng confidential funds, ang bilis-bilis na gamitin. Tapos, Madam Chair, kung doon naman sa, kung looking forward, no, kung yun yung gustong pag-usapan lang dati ng Vice President, pero it seems na hindi din naman seryoso ang opisina doon sa pag-ensure na ma-provide yung mga services na ito kasi nga, hindi din naman talaga sumasagot kung present, tapos ngayon nga, hindi humaharap. So, nasa taong bayan po natin actually to judge kung katiwa-tiwala pa ba talaga naasahan sa ganitong mga serbisyo ang Office of the Vice President. Sa mga nakabenepisyo naman po actually, napatunayan po kayo ay iilang porsyento lang pala talaga no, nung mga dapat sana ay makatanggap and you even deserve better doon sa mga nakuha na po ninyo mula sa Office of the Vice President. At sa mga umaasa naman po sa OVP, parang we should temper our hopes, no, doon sa pag-rely pa na magiging maayos or makakatanggap tayo ng sapat na mga serbisyo mula sa opisina. So if I am to propose something concrete, Madam Chair, no, and it can be dealt with at the appropriate time, pero on record, Madam Chair, ang sinusulong na natin ay tanggalan na ng budget yung socio-economic program delivery ng Office of the Vice President, Madam Chair, including yung PS na 87.5 million, MOE na 1.77 billion, tsaka yung capital outlay na 56.4 million, Madam Chair. Total po niyan is 1.9 billion. So kung ganun, Madam Chair, that we will significantly slash the OVP budget for 2025, merong matitira na around 128 million, Madam Chair. Yun na lang, total naman pala ay mabuti pa na sa ibang ahensya na dumiretso yung ating mga kababayan for services. Yun lang, Madam Chair. Salamat.
Salamat.